Hi, welcome, 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 welcome. How is everybody today? So let's do a quick recap. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Judy. Um, I got, I don't know what the heck I'm doing cooking. I have picked out a few things, but first I want to review these cards real quick that we did on for the Kendra's card challenge since we finished the challenge. I'm going to go through and show all 18 cards for those that might have missed them. So here was card one that we did for KCC. We'll go do this, and that'll give everybody people a chance to come in and join us. And when I get done showing them, then I'll just flip it over. So we have card one that we made. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. And then we've got card three. No, two. We got card two. Isn't that card pretty? I really like that card. Then we've got number three. Shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond. You remember we sang that? And then number four. Oh, happy day, oh, happy day. And then number five. I should have took these all out. I didn't plan anything, guys. I'm going by the seat of my pants today. There's number five. Number six. I didn't put anything on it. I didn't stamp nothing on it. Number seven. I didn't put a sentiment on that one either. Number eight. The glitter raindrops are cute, huh? Number nine. I like that one too. I love all these colors. I'm ready for some different colors though. Hi, Brian. How are you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. So then we got number 10. Brian, I really liked your craft roulette card this week. It's pretty cool. I saw it in the gallery. Not Brian, Sharon. Good morning, Sharon. I don't know why I thought that said B&D Crafts. This is number 10, I think. Then we got that was number 11. That was not number 10. And we got number 12. I love that little birthday girl from Pink and Maine. Then where'd 13 go? Here it is. And we got 13. I finally broke out the embossing stuff and we did some heat embossing. Then we've got 14. My hand will go in the proper slot there. And number 14. And then you guys remember yesterday we did 15, 16, and 17. So we've got 15, 16, 17, and 18. So there's all 18 cards that I'm going to submit for the May submission for Kendra's Card Challenge number 18. So we got them all done, ready to go. The only, not sure if I'm going to do June's or not. I probably will. I don't know though. So let's get through May first. So I pulled out all kinds of stuff. I pulled out, y'all know in LV Handcrafted, Danny's Dreams and Meg Brighter and Lynn V. They're all doing the month of May as May. And I was thinking, well, maybe we could play with some mermaid. I have this mermaid stamp by Pink and Maine. It's called Mermazing Coffee. I have coffee on the brain if y'all can't tell. And then I have my Lawn Fawn dies with the coffee cup and the little teacups. This is just the stuff I pulled out. And then I found this old stamp set was like, oh, look, we can use those sentiments if we decide we want to. I don't know. I'm just going to start stamping with these. Now, I don't have the dies for these, so if we do this, I have to fussy cut. I think we'll do that. I think we'll play with these. What y'all think? Y'all want to do Mermazing coffee? The Mermazing coffee? So I'm going to get a sheet of cardstock and I'm going to cut it down. Okay, this is not giving me, it's giving me top messages, not all messages. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to cut this paper down to 5. I'm going to do it by 5 1/4 by 4. Another chance to win a prize. Oh, for the Mermazing thing? Is that what you're just saying, Melissa? I have to look at the details on that. I don't even remember. Okay, I did that 5 1/4, didn't I? Yeah, 5 1/4, and then we're going to cut it down to 4. Because a card base would be 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So we're doing 5 1/4 by 4. Yeah, I need to find out the details on that giveaway, because that way we can let everybody else in the chat who may not know about it. That would be on Crafty Fun with Friends page, Facebook page, right? On Lynn's page, it'd be posted in there, correct? Here, let's go look. I won't be able to see the chat for a second. Let's go to Facebook, and I'm going to go to search. No, not notification. Search. It should be in my search already. There's LV Hand. Here we go. Crafty Fun with Friends of LV Handcrafted. That's what the page will look like. Let's see. She had fun with that. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the giveaway. See, they got entries. They're putting their number entry. All right, so here it is. Danny Bindle is saying this challenge is designed to help inspire you or challenge you. The prompts are suggestions to get your creativity flowing. Create something new or recently made according to the challenge theme. Only entries uploaded to the challenge album qualify. Oh, that's good to know. And then limit of 15 entries per person. If you submit more than 15 entries, you will be disqualified. So keep count how many times you enter. And then you got this mermaid challenge. Let's look at this picture. So May 1st through the 31st. And you just pick whatever 15 you want, I'm assuming. So let's see. We got bubbles, sunshine, seashells, jellyfish, pirate, seahorse. Oh, I have a seahorse. Message in a bottle. Okay, get that back open. I can't look at the picture. Ink treasure, ink blending, hair, music, crystals, pearls. I have a really cool mermaid one too that we could use for this. Waves, rainbow, sea friends. Sunset beach, punny sentiment, underwater, shark, dolphin, octopus, music, dinglehopper, trinkets. Y'all know what a dinglehopper is, right? Y'all watched. Under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Okay, scales, monochromatic, fish, mini album, shiny, and mer friends. So, and see actual mermaid on it though. Let's see. All right, we got all that. Now we got to figure out how our Mermazing coffee would fit into that. Right, they're just ideas to use with the mermaid. And so you have to upload your card image of your card to the gallery for that specific challenge, or it won't count. And only 15 or you get disqualified. So So what in the challenge list would this cover, other than the fact that I have the mermaid? Let's go grab my other mermaid stamp set because I have a pearl. That one, she's holding a pearl. I think we're going to change our stamp set altogether. Darling, where did I put it? I put it right up. I could find it. I did. Here it is. And this one has dies. I don't have to do fuss cutting. This stamp set is not Pink and Main. This one is Stampendous. Look, she's holding the the pearl. So that would be one of the things. Okay, Sharon. Hope everything's okay. Yeah, they were counting their entries. That's what the card number was. But I'm like trying to think of what we're going to put on our actual card. So we're going to have to make some underwater. We're going to have to make a water scene. Let's use the back for, I think this one's cool. We do two mermaids. We rip the paper and slide her in. Or we could do some sand and sea under the water. Which one of those do we want to case? That's the question. Can't do that one. Well, I probably could try to figure it out. But I don't have, they have special dies and stuff stamped. Are they even in business anymore, y'all? Melissa, is Stampenda still in business? Oh, you're rocking the baby to sleep. Oh, hi, Denise. I'll talk quietly so I don't wake the baby. Oh, say, hush, little baby, don't you cry. Dee Dee's gonna sing you a lullaby. Those that don't know, Denise is called Dee Dee. That's her grandma name. That's why I said Dee Dee. Okay, let's use this set. Let's play. You think so with Spellbinders? Okay. Yeah, because they had, this is a really old set. Let's see, it's from 2017, guys. Dig in your stash. You might have this if you've been doing this stuff for any length of time. All right, let's pull this out. Get all of our ASMR out of the way. So we have our stamp set. Then we have our die set, which I've never used this, guys. I don't think I've ever used this set. I don't believe so. You think you have it? Oh, that's cool. So we got our stamps, we got our dies out. We need to make a background and we need to do some stamping and coloring and thinking, do we want to do some watercoloring today, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe not. Got some paper for, just get out some of our paper for things. Oh, so yes, not yesterday, but the day before or so, Melissa was showing me how she's sharing her scraps. And you know those boxes that have the little boxes in them, the big plastic containers that have the little plastic ones inside? You know how sometimes they're color coded, sometimes they're not. I might, I might, I have to look. I don't remember. I might, I don't know. Um, but anyway, I have a cloud stencil that I think can make water. I think that cloud stencil I've been using can do water. Not the lawn fawn one, the other one. Look, you see how this one here has this side here, right? And then to mask it off, you do this. But if I do this way, that'll give me water. See? So we'll just use this. We could use this way to do water. And I think I'm going to attempt this one here, that style. See how it's got all the little sand? Because we've got the stamps set in here. The little stamp right here to put the little pieces on the bottom of the ocean. Instead of me searching for stencils, I'm just going to use that one to do water. So let's do that first. Let's make our background, and then we'll make our pieces. So let's see. I'm pretty sure I have something that's water. Let me look. Let me look. Don't be lazy, Linda. Look. La, 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 la. I have this kind of water. That's actually what that is for a pool. You know, the reflection water. I have that one, which I didn't clean. Guys, I don't half the time I don't even remember to clean my stencils. I have this one, which is Splashes. That's an old Bruce Monroe one. I have a lot of stencils, more than I think sometimes. More than I remember at times. Never know what I got in this pile. Let me look. Okay, that's a lighthouse. That's a cool one. But our image isn't going to be big. Our thing's not going to be big enough for that. But that'll be good to use during the Mermazing Challenge. I'm going to put that to the front so I don't forget I have it. Put that in there. Okay, this is a Christmas stamp set, guys. See, it does this, the holly. But if I don't use the holly part and I only use the circles, those could be bubbles. So we're going to put that and say that could be water. Different shape than those other bubbles I was using the other day. Let's see. I have music notes and I have quilting patterns. Oh, so I was saying is that I found in my closet over there a plastic container box, Melissa, with the different color boxes, empty. So I'm like, well, I can do what Melissa's doing and organize my scraps like that too. How many people would be interested in just hanging out and cutting scraps and organizing them? How many people would like that? Okay, I think we've got our, what is this one? Yeah, this one is mountains and grass, and that's not water. Not water. Not water. Let's see what else we got. I got this big old thing that's supposed to be. Is there water on it though? That's a question. Is there water? There's seashells, there's an anchor, there's palm trees, there's some more seashells. The sailboat with some water. We got the water right here. Lighthouse. That's water right there too, but it's got the dolphin coming out. So we got that one. I'm not using that one though. Okay, I think we figured it out. Or we've narrowed it down. So this is more like for a pool, you know, the reflection. I made like a cobblestone with it too, though, I think one day or something. I did something with it, I don't remember, but I think we're going to do this. Let's do this. Let's just take this, tack it down, get us some blue. Oh, you thought it was rocks? It's not. It's actually supposed to be the cool pool rotating. So you're supposed to be able to rotate it and make like the water, the reflections in the water of a pool. Somewhere I have I have other things that go with that stencil, but I don't know what they are. I don't know where they are. Right, let's see. What color do we want to make our water? We got some broken china. How about some Mermaid Lagoon, broken china? Need one more shade. And then we need a shade for the is that gonna be too dark if I do the Uncharted Mariner? So we got those three colors. That goes dark, medium, light for watercolors. We're gonna start. Oh, we also need some like a light brown for the sand. I have. Let's see. Dum 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 dum. Go through your inks, Linda. You have one that is like a cookie dough color. I don't. I need my magnifying glass so I can see what that says. Yeah, there we go. We'll use the ginger snap. It's Stephanie Bernard Color Box Ginger Snap or Biscuit Ginger something. I have another color, but I think I'm going to mix them. And we're going to see what it does. I mean, the worst thing that it'll do is that we don't like it. We just get a piece of paper and start over. We're not, guys, get you a snack, get you a drink, settle in, go to your craft table, get your stuff out, craft along. There's no time. I'm not under a time limit. I'm just crafting and having fun and hanging out with y'all. So no pressure, no judgment. We're just crafting and having a blast. So let's see. I cleaned up my area last night. I didn't do a complete thorough, but I did a pretty good job. And now I don't know where my mint tape is. Talking, I don't remember moving my mint tape. Where did it must have fell on this? It must have fell into the abyss down there. Oh no! Oh no, Mr. Bill! Y'all remember that? People in my age group, do you remember that? All right. I didn't want to open this other roll, but I don't know where that went. Open my last roll of it. I don't know where that other roll went. It had to have fallen off and rolled away on top of spaghetti. Okay, yeah, go make your latte. I'm not rushing, guys. I'm gonna enjoy this process, and I'm gonna hope you hang with me and enjoy it too. You know, you can come, you can go, you can chill, relax, enjoy, rock your babies. Rock-a-bye, baby. Oh, no, don't rock them on a treetop. That wouldn't be safe. You guys get the gist. You catching what I'm saying. We're just gonna have some fun. That's all. All right. We're gonna take this piece of tape and we're gonna bend it over itself, stick it to itself, and we're just gonna put that down like that and tack that down like that. That'll hold that in place. And then normally I would tape these stencils down, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna, I do, however, want to make sure I covered this up because I don't want to put any lines from the sun in there. All right, we're gonna start with broken china. No, we're not. We're gonna get our brown brush and we're gonna use our, we're gonna take this off of here. And we're gonna get our sand, the base first, so we know where we want the water to go to. I'm trying to think, how do I want this sand to look? I don't want it to look like a cloud. All right, let's just do this. Okay, I don't know why that's doing that. I'm not just gonna go. Okay, that tape's not holding it good. I don't think I need to really. I'm just gonna go up like about right there. I don't even know how far up to tell you. A third of the way. If I break it down into threes, maybe go up a third of the way. Okay, my phone over here that I'm watching the chat on is going crazy. If anything comes popping up in the feed, I need to pull out gather twigs. If any comments come up in the feed for me, my phone is acting bizarre over there. It's a possessed phone. It calls whoever it wants. It does all kinds of things. Yeah, I think that's a good color for the bottom of the ocean, don't you? Darling, it's better down where it's wet. And I'm kind of doing it like this, trying to. Okay, Linda, don't let your paper get all wrinkly on you. All right, so we've got our, I think that's dark enough. Looks darker on the screen than it does to my eyeballs. And then once it dries, it'll probably dry back just a little too. All right, so now I need a mocha kind of color. So I'm going to come in with this really dark brown. It's a company that's not in business anymore. It's not old. Anyway, Mocha by Close to My Heart Ink, right? And we're gonna put this in the Misty. So we're gonna put this in the Misty. Our magnet right there. We're gonna get our stamp set. Say, Linda, why did you cover it all up? Uncover it. I haven't even been at my table a full 30 minutes and I already got everything all messed up here. All right. Now I'm gonna take this stamp set right here that is the sand for the bottom of the ocean. And I'm going to stamp that with the mocha color ink. And I'm just going to stamp it and then move it. Stamp it, then move it. There we go. Making sure the magnet was catching so I didn't. This is the first time I've used this stamp. So I'm going to run my finger over stamped conditioner oil. If I don't like this ink, then I'll dig and look for my gathered twigs. Or we could use the ground espresso, I think is sitting there too. Let's see. Is that going to show up? Oh yeah, it's showing up. It looks good. I like it. Let's move it. And we're going to move it so it's like this. So it just kind of follows its own little path because the current is moving the sand. Kind of what, like to give it movement. There we go. And then we're going to take the stamp and we're going to turn it upside down this way so that it gives us a little bit different of a movement. So instead of it, I just rotated it, flipped it vertical, the image vertical, so that it's going in a little bit of a different pattern. Just to give it a little interest there. And then we'll just. Then we will move it. And we'll move it right there like that. It might overlap that other one a little, but it'll be okay. All right. I want it to come right in here too. Doesn't really need to. We'll just leave it like that. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. So we're going to put this mocha back over here with the rest of the close to my heart stamps. And we're going to take this stamp and we're going to put it back where it belongs. And we're going to make some water. Water. So I was watching the Karen Reed trial earlier. And they were pulling out evidence. And they were pulling out a shoe. And the shoe was supposed to be from the hospital. And then the guy who brought it was like, no, it's from this such and such address. The address of where the incident. I'm not saying accident because I don't believe it was an accident. I think there was a lot more nefarious, and that's the word of the day, the other day for the trial. It didn't look good for the prosecution, which personally, in my opinion, she's been framed. But that's my opinion. I think the woman's been framed. Okay. Now, what did I just do with the stencil? There we go. All right, so we're going to take this stencil right here, and we're just going to come right here. We're going to. Could have swore I had a water stencil, but I guess not, guys. All right. Now I'm going to try to remember, should I go dark to light or light to dark? Should be darker towards the bottom of the ocean, right? Melissa, you got your mocha latte yet? Okay. All right, we're gonna go light to dark. Oh, you brought me to the kitchen too? Awesome. I should go light to dark, right? Opposite of the sky when I'm doing the ocean, right? Doesn't matter? Okay. So we're gonna go light to dark. Because the closer to the bottom of the ocean you get, the less light there's gonna be. So that's, yeah, I think that's how it should be. So, but we're gonna also come in and we're gonna change up our watercolors and our water pattern. I don't want it to look like clouds. I want it to look like water. I'll turn it over. That'll change the waves. If we crisscross the waves like this, I think what's throwing me is because it's got that rounded effect right there. But I think if I just keep moving it like this around, just do the different shades of the water. That's why I didn't tape it, because I'm just going to keep moving my stencil all over the place. It's going to darken and lighten as it moves. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like that for water, guys. I mean, it's going to take me a couple of minutes, but is the baby sleeping yet, Denise? Is baby sleepy by yet? Let's flip it over now. Make them go in a different direction. Try and keep it not quite so. Sleepy bye and good night, little baby. Crack myself up, guys. I crack myself. Yeah, I'm just moving my water. The water is crazy in this ocean. It's just the waves are just going like this. All right. Now let's go in, put our lid back on. Let's go in with some Mermaid Lagoon. I mean, it's gonna be a pretty good jump in color here. So we did that way. Let's flip it over. Use both sides of our stencil. Just like, oh, I like that blue. I like that blue. It's purty, guys. It's purty. We'll get down to the dark. We're going to do a real dark. That Uncharted Mariner is quite dark. So it's going to get quite dark down here. Mocha, 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 mocha latte, she said. She said, a mocha, 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 mocha latte. I don't know. I don't know what to say, so I'm just going to sing crazy stuff, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I'm stenciling right now. I'm using Brook and China, Mermaid Lagoon, and then we're going to go in with Uncharted Mariner. And it's going to get really dark with it. It's going to be a dark setting. So we had to bring that up like that because it's got to look like waves. So do that one and then slide it over. Yeah. Yeah. We got to make it so it looks like waves, not like clouds. I mean, it's a card. People aren't going to be so judgmental. When they see the mermaid, their brain's going to automatically think waves. It's not going to think clouds. Even though to me, I'm getting this cloud feeling because I know that that's intended to be a cloud. So, all right, one more swipe with this one because we're getting close to the bottom down here. And we're going to go with the darker color now. Now we're going to switch to the darker color. Dark, dark, dark. Now we're going to get into the dark side. Come to the dark side. They have cookies. They have cookies on the dark side. So this one's really dark. So we're going to really tap that off. Not put as much pressure, maybe. Or maybe not. Let's see. Maybe not. It's gonna bring in more green in it. Oh, that's pretty. Pretty. As if you're light-handed, it won't be as dark as the pad is, but I want it to be darker than that. So I know it can be. It's got this Uncharted Mariner is more of a greenish blue. And I'll hold it up so you guys can really see it when I get done with all this. Ooh, my hands are not liking this. Ooh, beach. Under the sea. She's so funny. Ooh, beach. But we want it to look like cloud. I mean, the ocean. We don't want it to look like. So we got to crisscross those. We got to make those waves crisscross each other. You know what it is, guys? I think I have the waves die. I think that's where my brain was like, oh, I got waves. I think that's a die, though. And now I'm getting into the brown part. So just cover that up a little with the brown. All right, now what I want is I just want that to be rounded a little, for the sand to be a rounded, like hill-like. See, this would be better with a smaller brush to get that. I just kind of want to round that off a little. I don't want it to be so, I want it to be more like bottom of the ocean and less. There we go. There we go. I think it looks good, guys. I'm tickled with it. I think it turned out good, 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 good. I'm gonna hold it up for y'all to see. What you think? Think a cloud stencil turned water looks pretty good? I think so. Now, if I had like, hmm, hmm, not if I had, what do I have? Well, that was supposed to go with the embossing powders yesterday. Didn't get put away with that. All right, I don't want that kind of solar paste. I don't want the royal flush. Oh, we have frostbite for little bubbles. To add a little. Okay, maybe it is royal flush that I want to use for solar paste for bubbles. Or do I want to use frostbite? Do we want glittery bubbles? Or do we want just light transparent like type bubbles? Which bubbles do we want? We're going to use that stencil that I said was holly berries, but I think could be used as bubbles too. So if you got like one of these layering stencils, see how you get the holly leaves? But if you take that away and you just use that, you got bubbles, guys. We got bubbles. So we'll do this, and then that way it can be drying while we're, I took the tape off. Put the tape back down. Put the tape back down, Linda. I think we'll do a light solar paste of some bubbles. I remember where I put my tools for. Oh, this will have to work. I think we're gonna do the. I don't think we're gonna do the glitter. I think we're just gonna do the solar paste. Now, this one is royal flush. If I didn't dry it out by not covering it with plastic, I didn't. I'm gonna have to get some of that press and seal and get it on here though because this warm weather is coming. All right, I'm gonna put it right here like that. I'm just gonna come in and fill in my little bubbles. Fill in the bubbles. Some bubbles. I'm not gonna do this because I don't want that line on it. So I'm not gonna do that one. Ooh, big cruise ship going by. Cool. That's cool that you can see those. That's awesome. Anybody on a cruise going through Ketchikan right now, Denise, that you know of? No, not that you know of. I know I've got a friend that I went to high school with and stuff. She just went to Alaska, but I don't think it doesn't look like she went on a cruise, but she's always going on cruises, so it very well could have been a cruise. But to me, it looked like an actual like Alaskan vacation. I was like, look at that. She's in Alaska. But it didn't look like Ketchikan that she was in. It could have been, but it didn't look like it. Not what I've seen of Ketchikan. Oh, yucky weather today? Cool. In a few weeks, summer going. All right, I'm just going to put this right here like that, and then right here like so. And I'm scraping up. I just want to press in a little bubbles, and then we're going to lift this up, and we got our bubbles. We got our bubbles, and we don't have no troubles. I think that's good. Good, good, good. We got some bubbles in our ocean. We're going to let that dry now. Oh, maybe that's what they did then. Maybe they did the land sea. I don't know. I'd have to message her and ask her. Her husband was in the Navy for a long time and they get some kind of military discount or whatever. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do my mermaid and she's gonna I'm gonna do this other mermaid. And I can put her on a bobble to make her rock. Doesn't have to be on the mechanism itself. Pew, 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 pew. I'm looking for something to wipe this with. If it's not my regular, spray it and wipe it. And see if I have a baggie over here to put it in. If I have a baggie, I can just wet it down real good and put it in the baggie. You could get another piece of paper too and just smush it onto the other piece of paper. But I'm not doing that right now. All right. I got to get a paper towel because that's not going to dry that very good. All right. Get that off that stencil. I don't usually remember to clean my stencils. I'm really bad about it, leaving it. Right? The bubbles helped it make it look under the water. All right. Let's set this aside. Doom, 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 doom. And let's stamp our mermaid. Our mermaid kisses and our seashell wishes or starfish wishes, whatever you want to call it. All right, we got our mermaid. We got our Misty. We got our stamp set and we got our cardstock that we're going to use. Okay, that's not fitting in there all the way, but I'm not going to worry about it because we're going to be die cutting anyway. All right, we're going to get our little mermaid. We're going to do our turtle and we're going to do our fishy. She's not going to be able to rock. She's going to be sitting on the bottom of the ocean. And we got a turtle. So it could be her friends, the mer friends. Her mer friends. Oh, there we go. The bubbles. That was one of the things in the thing. One of the things in the thing for the challenge. So, all right. Ink, 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 ink. What did I do with the ink? You put it away, Linda. That's what you do. You put it where it belongs. Oh, no. Now they're falling everywhere. was wondering where that card went. Well, there it is. Stand up and look over things. Right. Hoping those up and none of the leaves came off so they can just sit right there on that shelf. Hey, see, I put everything away. I told Melissa, I was like, tomorrow, as soon as I go to craft, this whole place is going to be all messed up. And sure enough. So what time tomorrow is your grandson's surgery, Denise? If you're able to type an answer. That's probably enough ink, Linda. I got to take all the tape off my... Excuse me, sorry for my coughing. The Penda's tool. Because I'm using it as a tape holder, so you got to be there at 6. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's early, early, early. I did okay. Oh, my turtle did not. Let's do some CPR. We're still missing a portion of that turtle foot. There we go. And we're missing a piece of this fishy fish. All right, I'm going to stamp it one more time and hope I didn't move it. One more time. Oh, he's down for a nap. The hospital is 15 minutes from your daughter. And I'm waiting to see how, and 35 minutes for you. Okay, Linda, you don't have to over ink it. Just want to make sure I get the whole thing. And remember, guys, when you're doing things that have little details, do not smush your ink. You'll mess up your detail. Just tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Like them little scales, we want them crisp. We want them clear. So we're just going to tap, 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 tap. And of course, if you over ink, you could mess them up too. So we'll see. I'm doing CPR here. Oh, she's... There we go. Look at how pretty that is. She's gone looking for a 2-piece pajama set for the 11-month-old. All right. Now I'm trying to decide, do I want to do her hair and colors like Little Mermaid? I think so. I mean, that's what colors they are. They're kind of like the Little Mermaid, and they're pretty. So I think that's what we'll do. I'm going to color before I die cut. So I'm going to give her hair like a orangish red. Let's see, what color would that be to give it the orangish red? Get my magnifying glass so I can read these markers. I can't read nothing. But let's make it coral. Let's make her hair coral. It's not really it. And then We're going to play around with our marker colors for her tail. I do I have two pine greens? Sapphire blue. I'm looking for my tealish, that's sky blue, and I want that color. Mm. It should have like tealish green colors. That's not. Oh, you know what? Let's pull out our tri blend because we have the blue turquoise color there. Let's see. We have our green turquoise blend, and we have our blue turquoise blend. Those will probably do better than those colors, but we're going to hold on to them on the side. All right. And then she's got her little crown. Okay, I'm waiting for the comment to go up so I can see what you're thinking I should fill the pearl with. So it looks like she's actually holding the pearl. First, I'm going to color her hair, and I'm going to color it coral color. And I'm going to start right here. I'm going to say, this is her crown. Yeah, I'm going to have to go over this with a red because I don't like the corally color. It's like, so we'll pull out a reddish color to add to it. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just leave it like that. You know what? If it wasn't such a small spot, I might, but I don't trust myself not to mess my image up with a paste for that itty bitty teeny weeny little tiny spot. Just gonna put all the color down, and then I'll worry about shadows and everything in a few minutes. She's got a lot of hair, guys. She's got a lot of hair. Oh, I'd have to pull it out, Melissa. Let me get done coloring, and then I'll worry about the pearl. Right now, I just want to get this color down. Now, if I had touch of gloss, that would go on there. That'd be sweet, because then it would make it look glossy. But that, you're right, that paste probably would work. Okay. Her hair, now we got to give it a little bit of a shadow. She's got to have a little bit of shadow going on here. Now, I don't have an exact color match to make them shadows pop out. I do have this N0, this gray. I think it almost looks like it might be losing its ink color, but I'm just gonna come along here and just add a little bit of gray in there. And that'll darken that up. That'll give me a little bit more of a shadow look. The parts that go in closer to the body are the parts that should have more shadow. The parts that go away from the body, like that should be more highlighted. But this isn't really showing up that good, so I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, right. Now I need to do her tail. And I'm going to start with the blue turquoise, and I'm going to start with the light color. Oh, wait, I missed a section of her hair that's in between her arms there. Right there. That's her hair. That should be dark, because that is definitely in the shadows. There we go. All right, now we're going to go blue, 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 and I'm going to start with the light. And I'm just going to do a squiggly coloring, just to be laying some color down, guys. Just squiggle, squat, because scales are not straight or linear. They're curvy, so I'm just going to kind of like do what they call a squiggle color. That's where you just like moving your marker all over the place like this. And then I'll go in with the green turquoise. Right now I'm using the blue turquoise light blend. So I'll go in with the green turquoise in a minute and like add some shadows and things. Right now I'm just getting the basic color down here. I'm just squiggling. It's kind of like what they do when they color fur. But I'm not trying to prolong the process of coloring because my fingers are going numb. My fingers go numb every time I color. Every time. It's like I love to color. My fingers don't really care too much for it. So if I wanted to stay with just this color, you just go over it with the same color and darken it. But I want to go in with the green. So I'm going to go in with the green turquoise with the light one. I'm just going to come right here and see what we got. Say, nah, I think I want the dark. See what the dark looks like. Oh, that's too dark. How about the medium? Yeah, there we go. So we're just going to bring that along here like that. And just bring this out like that. And then right there like that. And I'm going to go back in with the dark. I'm just going to touch it right here, right here, and right here. Just until I'm happy with it. And back to the medium. And I'm still using the turquoise green. Coming up like this. I really like the turquoise green color. And I'm going in with the light. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do this side with the medium. Back with the light. I'm just going to bring that in like that. Little squiggles everywhere. Squiggles everywhere, but none to spare. And then what color do we want her top? You like that green? Cool. Oh, we need a little bit of a shadow right there. Let's go in with this dark, just that little extra shadow color right there. I don't know why it's shadowy there, but it is. So then we'll go in with the light and we'll just blend it out a little. So it kind of makes sense. There we go. And then we'll stretch our hand. We still got to do our turtle, which we need a different green, but we still got to do our turtle. We still got to do this, but what color do we want our top? I'm going to find the, we're going to give her a gold crown. So let's test our Cricut pens. There we go. I'm just going to come in here and go dot, 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 dot. It's a gold metallic pen that I'm using. It's a Cricut pen. We need to do her skin. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on the skin. I'm just going to use this color right here. And it is called Quince. And it is, I don't even know how to say that word, but art marker. Come on, right here like that. Oh, that's kind of dark. That's kind of dark. We need her kind of whiter. But we can do that for the shadow part. Our E00 in and mix these. You know, guys, I mix my inks. It's like, in my mind, alcohol ink is alcohol ink. So I'm just blending it out with that. We'll use this E00 as a base. It'll dry back lighter too. I'm still waiting on trying to figure out what color we're going to make her bathing suit top. This is not really, I don't think, intended to be a skin color. It's like a, I think they call it a cotton pearl or something like that. You guys, I am not like doing justice on this coloring. Yeah, if I wasn't being lazy right now, I actually have a better color blend for skin than this. I don't like to try to do different nationalities because I think I would mess them up because my brain just doesn't like grasp like anywhere that you think something would be casting a shadow, just give her a shadow. Like her hair would be casting a shadow and then just blend it out. And like I said, this dries back in color. See how it's already lighter there than it is there? It dries back in color, so I know the crease of her arm would have a shadow. Next to her body here would have a shadow. Her elbow would all be shadowed. All right, I think I'm gonna have to be done with this though and stretch my fingers for a minute. Let's stretch our fingers. Blend it all out now. Blend it all together, blend it all out. And then I always have something else I can come in and lighten it up if I want to lighten it, but I think that's good. Oh, well, that sucks. You know, that sucks, Denise. Sorry about that. Dang, that sucks. Contact Cricket support and tell them. All right, I'm going to read this up real quick. Let's see. Same as tail would be my vote, says Melissa. Speaking of Cricket, I forwarded you an email with cute birthday cut files. Okay, cool. Um, you like that green and doom 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 doom. Okay, so not purple or anything like that then for her top. What color do they have it? Oh, they have it like an orangish color. So same color as the tail. Okie dokie. We will go with the green turquoise blend then. So we're just gonna bring a shadow color like that. Like that. Oh, cool. Yeah, if it's only if you tried to use it, then it would only work for like machines only. And go in with the light, cover up the orange that I bled into that. And there we go. Her top is colored, but her top has like just plain. I guess we'll just leave it plain. I probably should have done her crown the same color too, but I didn't. All right, let's get a different green for the turtle. And I want to use this blue with a yellow for this guy. Yellow. What other color was I looking for? Green. Look, we got our blue turquoise shades. I didn't realize I had that marker. Here's jade green. I forget what colors I have. All right, we're gonna do the turtle jade green. But look, blue turquoise shadows. That's the color we're gonna do for this guy with the citrus blend. Put some of these markers away. Markers away. Put the markers away. Okay, I'm no good at turtle coloring. Where are my? Hold the phone. We're gonna do the underneath. Underneath is usually like a yellowish color, but I'm gonna give them this green, and then we're gonna go in with jade green. Actually, his shell is gonna be the jade green. His legs should actually be more of a brownish color, but I'm gonna do them all green. We'll give him jade green spots on his thingies. All right, so let's take this. Well, let's see if this marker still works. There we go. Just gonna color in his little. I need to not be careful with these Olos taking the lid on and off because it primes it. And then what happens is there we go. Then it bleeds the ink out on them. All right. We've got our medium here. So we're just gonna come in. And that was the dark. Now I'm gonna go back with the medium again. And then I'm gonna go in with the light. You guys can see him. And then I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna test out the color down here. Go, that's kind of dark, dark, dark. Let's go with the lighter shade. That says light. That don't look light to me, but it's gonna have to work. All right, now I think I'm just gonna do the whole body blue and then the stripes yellow. And I'm just doing this quickly because, well, I already said it. I already said why I want to do it quickly. I'm using my magnifying glass because it's making it easier for me to see. My eyes were getting a little strainy, like, here we go. I get a feeling that what I'm seeing through the magnifying glasses is what normal people see. That was that light. Now I'm going to break out. Where'd it go? This one, blue turquoise blend. And I'm going to bring out the light because I'm going to do the fins in that color. Same color family, just a little different. And then I'm going to use the citrus blend, the dark, and I'm going to color in the stripes. Actually, I think that was supposed to be green. I don't think that was supposed to be yellow like that. I don't like the way that looks. I mean, yeah, that's supposed to be all one color. Make it a little more of a green. There we go. All right. Now that I can't feel my fingertips, we have everything colored. And we're going to die cut. We're going to do some die cutting now. Boom, boom, boom. You just covered up your dies, Linda. Wow. Boom, boom, boom. Everything's sliding off. And there they are. There's the dies. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. All right, we got our fishy. Yes, it'll make this quicker. That's why I kind of was like, yeah, we'll just switch. I got dies for this one. I have dies for the others. My fingers, I don't think, would make it through the fussy cutting after all that coloring. All right, so we've got this beautiful little mermaid right here, which we still got to figure out her pearl because we didn't do nothing with her pearl. We got a turtle. We got a fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy. You guys can't see me. I'm making fishy faces. If you could see me, you'd see me making fishy faces. All right. I have to bring this closer to me. Sorry, guys. Sorry, but I got to see what I'm doing here. All right. Okay, I think that's right. I can't really tell with that one. I can't really tell with that one. Okay, see that one looks like it's got a whole lot of that, but then everything else is like right on. So we just have that gap there, I guess. All right, let's send it through the die cut machine. And then we can put our card together. We gotta figure out what we're, oh, that's not gonna work when you need your shim. When I emboss, I take that one shim off. I go to die cut, and it's like, Linda, you gotta put your shim on. The shim has to be there or it will not die cut. It's not a shim, it's an adapter plate. Actually, is what physics calls it. Okie dokie. All right. Did it work? Did they cut out? By George, they did. Darling, it's better. Ooh. We're almost done, guys. Our time is almost at an end. But we'll see each other tomorrow. We'll see each other tomorrow. And the next day and the next day, all month long. May I see you every day for May? That was a good, all right, there we go. We got our mermaid. We got our fishy. Put our dies over there so we don't lose them. Let's get our background. Look at that shininess. I'm going to put our fishy here. Our turtle somewhere. Let's see. She's going to be sitting on the ocean floor. We're going to have a turtle right there. Yeah, I cut part of her tail off there. Cut that right there too. I cut his fin off too, I think. So the turtle's head, I cut part of the turtle's head off. That's why I prefer dies that have the white around them, because if you make a mistake, it's a little easier. All right, so that's how that's gonna go. But I gotta do her pearl. I didn't do her pearl. So I'm gonna breathe this one, guys. No, I have to glue her down before I do her pearl because I won't be able to touch her once I put that on her pearl. So I'm gluing. I'm not doing any foam taping, guys. I'm gluing straight down. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see what my glue is doing today. Oh no, that glue, I overwatered that one. What about this one? Yeah, I gotta add more regular glue to that. Found some of this. Let's try this one. Does this even work anymore? I don't even know if this glue works anymore. I'm gonna use my finger. I'm gonna freelance it, man. Yeah, that glue's like, nope. Nope. I was doing chemistry last night, mixing water with some of my glue to make it thinner. And then to this morning, it's super thin. I'm like, oh, now I got to add more of the other glue to mix into it. Okay. Our turtle's going to go there. She was going to go there. I just think I'll have better luck without ruining it if I do it while she's on there. I'll just use the tip of my finger and just tap, tap, tap it on. I think if I try to do anything else, I'm going to end up making a mess of it. So we're going to set her down like that. We still need a sentiment and we still need a card-based background. She's so pretty. All right. Okay, well, it's only going to work if you go tap, 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 tap it on, tap, 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 tap. There we go. Her pearl is pearlescent. She needs a background. She needs some kind of pretty paper or something to be behind her. You know, for a border. I think some like shiny blue paper would go good. I think where my shiny blue paper would be. Aha, here we go. Here's some shiny blue paper. So like, see, I think a little border like that would be good around her. What y'all think about the blue border? You can't tell. You can't see with me having a black background. It'd be easier with a white background. Let me get a white sheet of paper and cut down so you can see it. So quick. See the white. Okay, there we go. Now you can see. So just look at that. The blue shiny. I think it works. Trying to think if I've got more of a greenish blue shine. I don't think I do. I think that works. I think we're just going to go with it. See her holding her pearl. So I know that that is 4 by 5 1/4. Is that what it is? Yeah, it is. Yep, 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to cut this down. So the one in between 5 1/4 and 5 1/2. My mind isn't going to tell me exactly correct. So, and we got 4, and then I'm going to put it in between the 4 and the 1/4 inch mark. So 1/8, 4 and 1/8. Thank you. And then what'll happen is when I make a card base and put it on the card base, then we'll have the white border that goes around it like that, right? And we'll have that. But I'm going to cut the center of this shiny paper out so I'm not wasting my cardstock. So see, it'll be like that when I put it on the card base. So let's do that. Let's do that. Where are my rectangle dies? Because I want to cut a rectangle out of the middle. So that I can use that for other things, you know, so I'm not wasting my paper, because nobody's going to see directly behind her. And stretch your things as much as you can. Hello. So, like, yeah, if I do that out of the dead center of that, that'll work. So we'll die cut that out of there, and it'll just be a frame to go behind her. And that way we're stretching our resources and making them last. We're stretching them out. My brain is like, okay, I'm done. I guess it's about an hour and a half now. Hour and 45 minutes. My brain's like, okay, it's coffee time. We're done. So there we go. We got our frame. And then I have this stitched one for something else now. I gotta put all this stuff away. So I'm just gonna, oh. Just gonna put some glue right here. I'm not even gonna bother with the center because, well, I don't have nothing gluing on the center. Line this up just like this. And just like that. We gotta go that way just a little. Just a little. Not a lot, just a little. And up. Gotta go up some. And gotta go up a little. There we go. There we have it, y'all. Put her on a card base. I think I have one already that we can stick her on. We do. We have what they call a top folding. You just I don't think that's going to glue to it, but just in case. All right. And then we're going to line this up and make sure the top of all things is straight, because we can't trim the top. We can trim the sides, we can trim the bottom, but we can't trim the top. So we don't need to trim anything though. There we go. We don't have a white showing down here. So we didn't do something. Something's not right with my measurements, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Homemade, not Hallmark, guys. Homemade, not Hallmark. All right, that was our card for today. Are you going to attempt to do the challenge for Lynn's channel? The Crafty Fun with Friends, the Mermaid Challenge? If you do, let me know. Don't hesitate to pop into Linda Tillman Craft Along or Linda Tillman Creates on Facebook and post your projects. Let me see what you're doing. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, different different card. Oh, we still got to do a sentiment, but we'll do that later, off camera. Yeah, I'm talking about me and the mouse in my pocket. We'll do it later. All right, guys. Have a good one. So long, farewell. La 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 la, ba da bum, ba dum dum.